Russia's war on Ukraine has been called the first social media war. Like many, I remember being in my room around 4 a.m. on February the 24th, streaming Putin's speech on one screen and seeing tweets come in about explosions being heard in Kyiv. Now, it's been 1 year since Russia launched that all-out invasion of Ukraine, and social media has played a huge role in it, providing a crucial window into what's going on the ground.
My name is Asami Terezima. I'm a reporter for the Kyiv Independent. I'm currently in Donetsk Oblast, which is in eastern Ukraine, where the furious fighting is going on for months. Immediately after the full-scale invasion began on February 24th last year, we launched a Telegram channel where we basically send alerts 24/7 so that anyone across the world can understand what's happening right at this minute. I was monitoring news, social media, Telegram and Facebook, and also Ukrainian media outlets, just so that I don't miss news, because there was so much happening that day in the north, east, and south of Ukraine, and also how Russians were approaching Kyiv. Yet I also had to pack my stuff so I can go to my colleagues.
It's allowed us to see the horrors of war up close and personal in a way that's not really been possible in many other conflicts.
It's unfortunate that what happens is that you get more attention and sympathy with each violent event. It's unfortunate that violence and trauma is what is the most attention garnering, and that's another reason why I think I did something like the washing machine. And
Alem is a filmmaker and cultural activist who grabbed a lot of attention when she dropped off a very special Christmas present at the Russian embassy in Washington, D.C. earlier this year.
I decided that I wanted to create a moment of attention. Why a washing machine? There's this context that's pretty well known in Ukraine and Eastern Central Europe. When Russians occupy places in Ukraine and towns and mass murder populations, they steal a lot. They loot the entire regions, and they'll take washing machines, dishwashers, toilets, TVs, laptops, everything with them. There's videos of helicopters that were shot down and they had washing machines in them, and tanks that had washing machines strapped to them. The first goal was to mainly just educate the local community, people, and we were wondering what the embassy's reaction was going to be, because back in the summer they had stomped out and destroyed sunflowers that 7-year-old girls had placed in front, so it took them 90 seconds, and that video went viral.
Trolling Russian forces has become a huge part of Ukraine and their allies' response.
For the first few days of the full-scale invasion, we saw memes coming out even in the most difficult time. Social media has really helped Ukraine, I think, spread its own voice. Despite the Russian propaganda, it has given Ukrainians a platform where they can directly communicate to the Western audience without censorship.
I think that Ukrainians are really the masters of the meme in terms of the informational front line. You don't have to have necessarily a whole battalion. There's also 35 people in a room on their computers spreading or coding bots or ways to spread complete misinformation propaganda that is highly effective and aims to destabilize trust and information in Ukrainians and the war in general.
And it's not just everyday social media users. Ukrainian ministers have used social media as a diplomatic tool to define political positions, ask for resources, and even crowdfund a satellite.
Like Ritula, who within a span of 2 to 3 days on his social media campaign.
We have soldiers sharing videos and what's happening in each front, and we have military experts commenting, and there are various Telegram channels where you can see more information about the military situation. This war has made it impossible for journalists to report without using social media.
I think that's another reason why there has been such solidarity, and the fact that it's been so online, because it's not traditional warfare. It's not army against army. It's an army that's systemically targeting civilians constantly. Those civilians everyone's a witness. We're all seeing it. On one hand, it's incredibly effective. TikTok is an incredibly powerful platform. I mean, I've followed many people and activists and even people on the front lines, but it's also really easy to manipulate. That's just the reality of where we are in terms of how much there is on the internet these days. We have to be able to understand what is real and what is not. This is the new reality. It didn't just change for Ukraine. This war has changed the entire world. People can not only be informed, but hopefully also inspired by what they see about the news in Ukraine. Then I think that would be better for everyone.